related to the sector's resilience against risks in the future, whether that be cybersecurity or climate risks affecting visible assets, or even compliance with future regulations, anything that helps the buildings and assets be prepared for the future.
I think more certainly I've seen a lot of really good technology and platforms. What I haven't seen, and I think should be the next big thing, is in an aggregator that helps organizations bring all the data points together to give them view of good dashboard that the board can review and understand, and also use for the future planning.
AI, but for consumer facing, so not necessarily the enterprise-led AI that works for big industrial kind of owner-operators, but the things that are more for consumers, that they're able to connect more with their properties, both how it works from a smart functionality point of view, but also how it's financed.
Okay, I will start and I hand it off to you, because I know what you're going to say. Okay, so it's going to be...
I don't know what I'm going to say.
It's going to be...
So what are you going to say?
Self-advertisement, but the biggest innovation we could have is if we connect the engineering modeling of buildings with the financial side of asset management. If we are able to do a proper net asset valuation and to steer based on NAV from the portfolio level down, I think asset managers will be able to actually, in a more accurate way, take decisions of how to make their portfolios more sustainable. The problem is the valuation.
The problem is that people don't know finance, because the NAV also takes into consideration the debt side, the liability.
I think it's the scale for me. Someone said earlier in the conference, retrofit 3 homes is, a pilot, and to retrofit 300 homes is PropTech. That's what PropTech can do. So I think it's just unlocking that once we have sufficient pilots done profitably and, done that have proved the model, then to scale that up globally.
For me, I would like to see solutions driven by ease of adoption. We simply need to make it easier for all stakeholders in real estate to make better low carbon choices. And that means enabling decisions, helping them make those decisions, increasing accessibility to solutions, helping demonstrate a really compelling value proposition, that some of this stuff just is no longer an issue on your balance sheet or on your time and your resources, because it's simply easier to take the actions that you need to because you know what they are.
How many leaders that are, have been in the roles for decades, they know what they're doing. They're wanting to learn and collaborate more. That is always going to excite me.
I think tenant experience tech is a massive thing. Understanding what tenants need and want from the space they operate in, whether that's residential, office, whatever that could look like. I think that's a really important thing. And I think we're seeing a lot of VC funding, even PE funding, going into the tenant experience space. And I think we'll continue to see that happening.
I think PropTech is a norm and not being in a silo mode from real estate. I think where PropTech is a norm as part of real estate and being used for valuations and modeling across your buying and selling.
Super excited about bringing in talent, which is from totally different industries, but which can help into the real estate development. And I also think it would be amazing if we could bring on board more younger people in the way that we, especially when it comes to cities, the way that we develop our cities.
Tech doesn't understand the prop. And until that's solved, we don't have PropTech.
Is the scale and rate of adoption. We see so many brilliant solutions having really successful pilots with corporates that are really happy with their solution, but perhaps it takes several months to get from that pilot to a fully blown contract within that organization, or perhaps it doesn't happen at all.
The interlinkage between the way financial models are run and the way we run climate risk models or net zero models or decarbonization analysis, it's still not automated sufficiently to kind of make that case so compelling that we must act now.
Most certainly the decarbonization discussion around the new legislation and regulation, because it is something that is not necessarily common in the conversations. There is a lack of understanding and there is a huge amount of disaggregation and where the data comes from again. So that means that real estate leaders have to think very hard and for a very long time before they make a decision, which means delay and lack of delivery and impact.
Connectivity but connectivity between PropTech providers. So if you think about some of the world's largest technology companies today, all of them are integrated with each other in some way. They understand that collaboration is really good for the end consumer. But I think PropTech is not there yet. It's really very much communities that don't necessarily integrate with each other.
Solutions need to look at how they become less point solution, less single product orientated, and how you can diversify your product suites to become more multi-modular, multi-product, how you serve more stakeholders in the ecosystem.
For me, it's a bit of a controversial statement. So most asset managers we work with have their data stuck in very old 1990s software, management software. I won't name them, but essentially they can't get. Oh, it's not just Excel. There's software companies, but they can't get the data out. So the data is owned by these companies, and they don't have open APIs, so they're not able to ride the AI wave. They cannot get information out to actually do the analytics. So until the business models of these old companies change, real estate will be stuck.
So unless people use transparent software like Excel, open, like it has, or there is a data governance that, it is your data, you need to get the data out. So there's a problem of like a legal side and also the tech side. I think that's for me the challenge. Yeah.
I think there would be a huge increase in acceleration of not just adoption of PropTech, but of solutions that help the performance, improve the performance of buildings.
Granular targets at the building level are not embedded into policy yet. That's what needs to happen.
I would make carbon footprint reporting mandatory.
Planning data is not very transparent. Or to put my effort in developing a policy, it will be opening the data of planning more transparent and make it more understandable. And that will create the tech, and then we create prediction, because nowadays it's unpredictable.
There's a lot that can be done from a policy perspective to unlock the speed of provision of homes.
It's less about changing policy and more about how do we work out how to adapt to these, because the change is inevitable.
I wish that every country would sign up to the Paris climate goal and that we would commit to it as a world.